It is so good to be back on Blockheads in Season 5. We've just arrived on the train from Season 3. Sorry for the delay, by the way. I guess the train company is run by Germans. There's no other way of explaining this, I'm guessing. But we've made it. That's the important bit. We are here on the train platform. That is my starter base. And we are standing in also what is to become our mega base. This right here, this metro station connected to this grid of roads that I've laid out, which is going to be filled with buildings later on and brimming with life, is our mega base for the season. A giant US East Coast inspired city, which focuses heavily on older style downtown buildings, but I've got some other more modern or more high-rise stuff mixed in as well. But mainly what we'll be doing here is we'll be building a small-ish downtown area of a US city, and we'll be filling it with loads and loads of detail, and I can't wait for it. But first, I want to show you everything that's been going on this server so far, because we have been playing for a few months, and there are things happening that I am really looking forward to showing you. One of those being this theater, which has a full interior, and for every musical nerd, including myself, as soon as you see this poster, you probably know what it is. And yes, we'll be touring that later on, but for now, let's go to Shopping District, because there are a few things that have happened and a few things that are going to happen that I can't wait to introduce you to. Welcome to the Season 5 Shopping District, which is ever-growing, and I'm going straight into the Town Hall that I've designed for this season, where I've got something pretty exciting to show you, I would say. If we make our way up these stairs here and to the right into the first door, you can see I have been elected Mayor of Shopping District for this season, which, to be fair, it sounds more exciting than it actually is, because I have outsourced all my tasks to other blockheads and made them different managers of different stuff. So basically, even if the diamond pile gets stolen of diamonds that accumulated from people paying for their land, I just go to the according manager and they take care of it. I have nothing to do. But still, let me show you my office. This right here is where I sit and greet people if anyone ever comes here. Hasn't happened yet, but it's good to have. So if people want to talk to me about their shops, they can. They can come over here and we can have a chat. Over there we've got a meeting room table and a bunch of different whiteboards, because you can never have enough of those in a meeting room. Of course, you can't get by without having a printer. And in the back room here, I have built a bit of a hobby room for myself, because I have nothing to do and I might as well play my drums, you know. I've built a full sound studio back here in case I get bored, which happens occasionally. So that's my mayoral job, in quotation marks. I don't think you can call it that. But let me give you a bit of a tour through the rest of Town Hall real quick. There's a few more rooms to discover. For example, up here, we've got the Season 5 Memory Hall of memorable events and blockheads of this season. For example, right here is a shout out to Child for building and designing the end room. Here's a shout out to Valkyrie for designing and building the Nether Hub, and also doing a majority of the work when it comes to digging and building the tunnels. And right here we have the Ender Dragon defeated by the Blockheads community, and you can see that season has been going on for a little while. We did that on the 20th of October. But I figured, you know, better start recording late than never. Over here we've got a meeting room, which we haven't used yet, but I'm sure we'll come to it at some point, for all the Blockheads to sit around, and if we need it, we've got a little podium for one Blockhead to speak into a mic and present a topic of interest. And that's basically Town Hall. There's not too much going on in the other rooms. They're mostly undecorated or offices of other people that I've employed. And one thing I can show you real quick is how you register shops. Basically, you go over here to the registry, to this wacky redstone table, because once you fold the book open, the trapdoor starts flipping. But you basically go to this book, register your shop according to these rules over here, and then you pay for your land over here on the other side in the vault. This right here is a redstone door built by Stick, the 3x3 classic vault door. And you dump your diamonds into this shulker. Now, let's go over into the area next to Shopping District, which is Spawn. Right here, we'll leave Town Hall and everything Shopping District behind for now. We'll return you next episode to figure out a shop to build for ourselves, because I've not done that yet. But I'm gonna show you something really, really exciting right now. This thing right here, loading into existence right about now, where it says Vault on the Mountain, is nothing other than the sign-up area for King of Thieves 2, organized by no other than Wolf. Wolf is back on the server, and he has organized the second version of his King of Thieves game from Season 1. Recording already makes me feel a bit nostalgic towards Season 1 this time around, and this game adds so much to it, and I'm all here for it. To be fair, this time around I want to build a much better vault than last time, but for now let's figure out how to sign up first. I'm really excited for this. By the way, everyone who hasn't watched Season 1, King of Thieves is a game where you build a vault in your base, and you have a set amount of banners or flags. Normally, what happens is you want to make your vault as lethal as possible, and you have a limited amount of lives. And then basically when you break into other people's vaults, you try to die as little as possible and steal as many flags as you can. Those flags, in return, go into your vault for other people to steal. And basically it's a game relying on making your vault as difficult as possible so no one can steal your banners. And also just, not having skill issues trying to conquer other people's vaults. The first one I'm gonna work hard on, so my vault's gonna be much harder than Season 1. The second one, I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm not that great of a Minecraft player when it comes to parkouring or avoiding obstacles or PvE or anything like that. I will struggle. I'm gonna say that outright. But I'm whole here for it, still. I'm really looking forward to that. So, how does one sign up for this? I'm imagining flicking the levers. Oh, that does nothing. I'm kind of wondering, is there even anything behind here? I don't know if there is. And I don't have the right mods loaded to enable free cam. Oh, there is some redstone though. There is some redstone going on. Maybe if we flick all 4 levers, let's see. Oh, that's it. I hope we are allowed in here already. I'm not sure. Because the post is up on the Discord, I'm assuming we're allowed to enter. And oh my god, I am so bad. Let's try this one more time. Okay? I want to legitimately make my way over there. I'm just gonna take my elytra off. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. No, this is not even 3rd time, this is 4th time. 4th time's the charm. And now we go over here, or how do we do this? I just had a read through the rules over here, and it seems like there is a bit of stuff different from the first version of King of Thieves. But not too much, it's still pretty much the same game. All of it will be explained in depth when I'm actually building my vault. And what we got to do before we sign up, we got to get a shulker for the prize pool right here of goodies of our own choice. And we got to add 5 diamond blocks to this as well, and write our name into this book. I feel like we're gonna do that in a little while, though. First we need to organize an actual shulker of goodies, and then we will be able to sign up for this. I'm really looking forward to this game. I really am looking forward to this game and recording, building my vault. This is gonna be really fun. We are back at the train station, and we need to figure out what we're gonna put in a shulker to add to the prize pool of King of Thieves, but we'll do that in a second. While I'm brainstorming about that, I'm gonna show you a little bit around my base. You've already seen the train station, or some part of it, during the intro, and right here, one thing I've not shown too much on camera or just breezed past though, is this little coffee shop, which has an actual coffee cup on top that I try to represent. And, it's nothing special, but it's your average train station with a few benches, a few clocks hanging from the ceiling, and a train, because every metro station needs a metro. Over here we've got my beautiful car from real life, and over here we've got a theater. I have gone absolutely ham because I'm a massive Hamilton nerd, and I've built the entire stage in a Minecraft representation of a modern-looking theater, inspired by the theater which I have seen Hamilton in multiple times. So this was a fun project to work on, but I really want to show you how this looks on the inside. All of these armor stands got added later on, by the way. These are all done by Wolf. This man with this beautiful blue mustache right here has added armor stands of blockheads coming in and living up the place, which is just amazing. This looks way more lively now. And although apparently I'm not doing so well right here, I'm glad that everyone else is having fun in the lobby. And we'll be taking a look at the rest of the theater in just a second. I'm gonna need to find a workaround of how I'm gonna show you some of the interior, because a certain Mr. Atom, I believe it was Atom, the prank, it really screams Atom, but a certain blockhead, I believe it to be Atom, has pranked my theater. And the prank he's done is not safe for work. And now I'm a bit torn, because I simultaneously don't want to remove it because it's a really funny prank, but I also don't want to scar young viewers. So I'll have to find some way of showing you the theater without showing you what's going on in the middle of the stage, which is not safe for work. Either way, let's maybe start with the parts around here. We've got bathrooms for... Oh my god, I didn't even see this one. Hands-free. Hands-free, everybody. That's a talented blockhead right there. I don't know who it is, but I don't want to invade his privacy at the same time. Hang on, has he put anyone in these? I know I just said I don't want to invade his privacy, but I need to know if there's a blockhead. I need to know if there's a blockhead in any of these stalls. No, there is not. Okay, I think the way I need to do this is I will need to show you the stage in a creative world, because I have built this block for block from a schematic. Just to let you guys in on what's going on stage. I believe this should tell you enough. This poor man here in the front row, he's just... He didn't expect this. He didn't sign up for this. He's scarred. Poor guy. Let's, before we check out the stage in a creative world, go to the orchestra pit though. We have different musical instruments represented in Minecraft. We've got a bass and a guitar. We've got a drum set. We've got a piano. And we've got some... I don't know. I like to think of this as the special effects guy who does all the wacky sound effects and whatever's going on with his synth and record discs and whatever, right? What he needs. And right here, we have the backstage area for all the people on stage to get ready, get dressed, get their makeup done, and then they walk onto the stage through these different doors and out again. This right here is the view you have as an actor on the stage. And if you go over here, this right here is the view you have as a viewer, someone who comes to the theater. This is the view from the upper ranks right here. And it's very accessible as well. From every seat in here, you can see the stage, more or less well, but you can see it. That concludes a little theater tour. And now let's cut back to the Blockhead server, because I think I have an idea of what to do for the King of Thieves sign up and what Shulker box I'm wanting to add there. I've been hard at work these past few days, and this is what I've come up with. I've tried with the Shulker to kind of stick to one theme and keep it in line with the update that we're on the server. We've not updated to the most recent version yet, but we're on the one with the creaking and with resin, and I feel like this is a pretty good box to anyone who's not maybe ventured out to the new biome or who has not got loads of resin or of the pale oak. And you know, it's a nice boost for building with the new materials. But before we enter that, I want to show you something around my base. And the keen eyed of you have already spotted it behind me, I'm sure. Can you tell me if you can see anything different in my base at all from earlier in the video? How about now? Can you see anything different over in that area? How about now? And how about now? This right here is an amazingly generous gift. And I'm just gonna read the signs again. Oopsie, had too many blazes in my farm, had to get them out. Took them to the overworld for space, ended up here. Good luck getting rid of them. Best regards, Tall Pigeon. The newest blockhead on the server has left this as a little thank you for me helping him out in the early game with materials for his base. And this is 10 shulkers, I believe, disguised as blazes. And all of them, I've checked them, all of them are filled with blaze rods. Thus far, I was struggling to acquire end rods. That bottleneck just got solved like that. Like, I'll never have to go out getting blaze rods or end rods or anything like that ever again. I'll have enough for the rest of the season. Technically, I could probably build a skyscraper out of end rods and still have some left. So, thank you very much for that. And now that I've shown you this, we'll head over and put our name on the sign up for King of Thieves 2. Alright, I've just checked the rulebook. We need to enter 5 diamond blocks. And I do feel a bit generous though, so we'll add 10 to make the prize pool more impressive. And also, of course, we'll put down our shulker of goodies. We'll just pop it down, I think on the right here. This is a good place for it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 diamond blocks. Perfect. The name's already in the book. I've just written my name there a second ago. With that, we're signed up for King of Thieves. And now I'm gonna do something pretty exciting because I've been gathering resources for 3 weeks straight off camera, and we'll jump right into a time lapse and construct the first stretch of buildings. Hit it. Just like that, we have finished constructing our first set of mid-rise buildings for our city to be. Now all that's left is just to give you guys a quick interior tour of all the buildings. We'll start over here at the Blockhead Cafe. And this is just a small family-owned cafe, nothing too fancy, but with all of the interiors, I did try to go and really focus in on the detail. More than I did in previous seasons. I think it worked out quite well. It's a nice cozy cafe with a bunch of detail on the side of the counter especially. And then back here we've got the bathroom stalls, which they are symmetrical, so no need to go into the other one. Next door we have a sandwich store, which has an inspiration from real life, as it is the case for the next 3 interiors actually. And I've also gone ahead and really tried to focus on detail and a just overall higher level of quality for interior design with this one and the other ones as well. And we've got another back room as well here with storage and a few refrigerators in here. Then moving on, we have a cafe, which I think from the sign you might already be able to tell which one it is. Oh, and I've also started to add armor stands, which they're gonna be more like these throughout the city. As the city starts to grow, we'll add the population as well, so to speak. And I hope that, because I've mentioned this has also an inspiration from real life, that you're able to tell which cafe this is. And as we're building an American town, this definitely, this definitely can't be missing. We'll need at least one or two of this brand of cafe in our city. Next door is another one of those stores that I feel like we need to have in our American city. At least all of the American cities I've been to had this type of convenience store. And you've got everything you could ask for. You've got cake, you've got a vending machine, you've got a soda machine, coffee machine, newspapers, refrigerated, non-refrigerated items. You name it, we've got everything. And this is one of those stores that I've just found on every corner when I was in New York. So I kind of had to add it. Finally, we have this interior right here, which this is together with the first cafe that I've shown you, the only interior that's not got an actual IRL inspiration. It's just your pub for the night out, your local bar that's run by, old Mike or someone, like the pal, and that's basically it. Like, these two buildings are, I'll call them decoys for just covering up the concrete converter. Next episode, we'll be working on a skyscraper, which is going to be super exciting, and we'll be filling it with our vault for King of Thieves 2, and it's going to go right at the end of the street that we've built today. And if that sounds enticing, tune in again next time. That's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.